Some people talk to be understood. Others stay quiet to understand you. INFJs are different. They don't rush to show who they are. They don't reveal everything at once. Instead, they wait. They listen. They observe. They let you speak first. And without realizing it, you start revealing everything. Your patterns. Your intentions. Your true self. INFJs rarely interrupt this process. Why? Why do INFJs let people reveal themselves first, before opening up? In this video, we explore 12 calm and powerful reasons. And once you see it, you'll understand why silence is their greatest strength. Let's begin. 1. They are natural observers. INFJs don't enter a conversation to talk. They enter to understand. This is their default state. Quiet awareness. They watch carefully. Body language. Tone. Small changes in expression. Even the way someone pauses matters to them. Even the silence between words speaks. Things most people miss. They notice instantly. A slight shift in energy. A forced smile. A hesitation that feels out of place. These details do not escape them. So they stay quiet at first. Not because they are shy. Not because they have nothing to say. But because they are gathering information. Carefully. Patiently. They are building understanding, piece by piece. Every word you say helps them build a deeper picture. Not just of what you say, but of who you are. And the more you speak, the clearer that picture becomes. They begin to see patterns, emotions, intentions beneath the surface. So they wait. They don't interrupt the process. They don't rush it. Because truth reveals itself slowly. And INFJs trust that pace. So they remain still, present, and let you reveal yourself, naturally. 2. They trust patterns more than first impressions. INFJs don't believe one moment defines a person. They know people can act differently, depending on the situation. Anyone can seem kind once. Anyone can seem confident once. But that is not enough. They look for patterns. Consistent behavior. Repeated reactions. Subtle habits. Things that repeat over time. Because repetition reveals truth. So they don't rush to open up. Because they are still observing. Still watching how things unfold. Still connecting dots. One moment leads to another. One reaction connects to the next. And slowly, a pattern forms. If they speak too early, they risk trusting too quickly. And INFJs have learned that quick trust can lead to quiet disappointment. So instead, they pause. They take a step back. They allow space. They let time reveal truth. Because time removes the mask. Time shows consistency, or the lack of it. Because people can pretend. But patterns don't lie. And INFJs trust what repeats more than what appears once. 3. They protect their inner world. INFJs have a rich inner world. Deep, layered, quietly complex. Thoughts, feelings, insights that run deep. This inner space is not casual. It is personal, carefully guarded. They don't share this easily. Not with everyone. Not with people they just met. Because once they open up, they open fully. There is no half version of them. No surface level sharing. When they trust, they go deep. And that level of vulnerability requires trust. Real trust. Not assumed. Earned. So before they reveal themselves, they watch you. They listen. They observe how you treat others. How you respond to honesty. How you handle depth. And quietly, they ask themselves, is this person safe? Is this person genuine? Will they understand, or dismiss? Until they know, they remain reserved, calm, polite, present, but guarded, letting you reveal yourself first. Because their inner world is not something they give away lightly. 4. They value emotional safety. INFJs are emotionally aware. Very aware. They don't just feel their own emotions. They sense others, deeply. They can detect tension, dishonesty, hidden motives. Even when nothing is said directly, it shows in subtle ways. A tone that doesn't match the words. A smile that feels forced. An energy that feels off. So they don't rush into emotional exposure. They don't open up quickly, because emotional safety matters to them, more than speed, more than connection for its own sake. They wait. They let you speak. They let your energy show. They allow your presence to unfold naturally. Because what you reveal is not just in your words. It is in how you say them, how you hold yourself, how you respond to others. If something feels off, they will not open up, even if everything sounds right. Because for INFJs, feeling matters more than appearance. No matter how much time passes, they will not force trust. So silence becomes a filter, a quiet test, not intentional, but natural, and only those who pass it see the real INFJ. 5. They understand people reveal themselves over time. INFJs know something important. People always show who they are. Not immediately, not in the first conversation, but eventually, through words, through actions, through small contradictions. What someone says, and what they do, will either align, or slowly drift apart. INFJs watch this carefully. They don't rush to conclusions. They observe the unfolding. So INFJs don't force connection. They don't push for quick closeness. They allow it to unfold, naturally, without pressure. They let you talk freely. They don't interrupt your expression. They don't control the conversation. Because in that freedom, truth appears. Without effort, without performance, just naturally. And that truth tells them everything they need to know, without needing to ask directly. 6. They avoid superficial connections. INFJs are not interested in shallow interaction. They can engage in it, but only for a short time, because it feels empty to them. They don't enjoy surface-level talk for long. Small talk, without meaning, feels draining. So instead of jumping in, they observe first. They listen for depth, meaning, authenticity, emotional presence, something real, something honest. If they don't sense it, they stay quiet, not disengaged, not judging, just selective. They are waiting for something deeper, something worth stepping into. They would rather say nothing than fill space with words that feel empty. Because for INFJs, connection is not about talking more. It is about feeling more. 7. They want to see your authentic self. When people try to impress, they perform. They adjust their words. They filter their personality. They present a version they think will be accepted. INFJs know this. They have seen it many times. So they don't rush to reveal themselves. Because when they stay quiet, something changes. You relax. You stop trying so hard. You stop performing. You forget to filter every word. And slowly, you become more real, more natural, more yourself. And that is what INFJs are waiting for. Not perfection, not impressiveness, just authenticity, something genuine, something unfiltered. So they step back. They give space. They don't rush the moment. And in that space, the real you emerges. 8. They process before they respond. INFJs don't react instantly. They reflect. They take in what you say. They analyze meaning. They consider emotional impact. They don't just hear words. They feel them. They examine intention. So while others respond quickly, INFJs are still processing. Quietly, internally. This creates silence. A pause that others may notice. But it is not empty. It is thoughtful, intentional. A space where meaning is being understood. And during that silence, you keep talking. You expand your thoughts. You add more details. You reveal more than you planned. And without realizing it, you reveal deeper layers. Because INFJs give you space to do so. 9. They avoid being misjudged too early. INFJs know they are often misunderstood. Their depth can confuse people. Their quiet nature can be misread. Sometimes as distant. Sometimes as uninterested. So they don't reveal everything immediately. They don't show their full depth at once. They wait. They observe how you think, how you judge, how you respond to complexity. Do you listen or dismiss? Do you stay open or simplify? These things matter to them. Because if they open up too soon, they risk being misunderstood again. And that can feel exhausting. So they protect themselves. Gently, quietly, by letting you go first. 10. They read between the lines. INFJs don't just hear what you say. They hear what you don't say. The pauses, the hesitation, the hidden emotions, the things left unsaid, often speak louder. So when you speak, they are listening on multiple levels. Words, tone, energy, all at once. And the more you talk, the more information they receive. Not just facts, but meaning. Information beyond words. Subtle signals that reveal deeper truth. This is why they stay quiet. Because silence allows them to hear more, to notice more, to understand more, without interruption. 11. They believe trust should be earned slowly. INFJs don't give full trust instantly. They don't rush emotional closeness. They build it, step by step, moment by moment, through small interactions, through consistency. So they don't open up quickly. They watch consistency. They observe behavior over time. They notice what repeats, what stays the same, what shifts under pressure. And while this happens, they let you reveal yourself, naturally, without forcing anything. Because trust is not based on words alone. It is built through patterns, through honesty, through alignment, between what is said and what is done. And INFJs take this process seriously. Because once they trust deeply. And that depth is not given lightly. 12. They feel more comfortable listening than talking. At their core, INFJs are listeners. They don't feel the need to fill silence. They don't feel pressure to speak constantly. Silence feels natural to them. Peaceful. So letting others talk first is not a strategy. It is simply who they are. They enjoy understanding people more than being understood at first. So they listen deeply, fully, and in that listening, people reveal everything. So if an INFJ lets you speak first, it is not disinterest. It is awareness. They are watching, listening, understanding. They are giving you space to show who you really are, without pressure, without interruption. And in that space, truth appears, slowly, naturally, honestly. And if you earn their trust, if you show consistency, if you reveal your real self, then something rare happens. The INFJ begins to open, not all at once, but gradually, gently. And when they do, you will realize something. Their silence was never empty. It was full of understanding, full of insight, full of quiet intelligence, waiting for the right moment to meet someone who is real. If this resonated with you, you may understand INFJs more than most. And maybe you are one. Stay observant, stay thoughtful, stay true. Because in a loud world, your quiet way of understanding people is a rare strength.